Hi guys, hello all of you. Welcome to We Learn English again with Dheeraj Gabeja, your master teacher of English at Vedantu. How are you guys doing? I hope all of you are doing great and fantastic as usual.
I hope all.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Hi Aman. Hi Chaheli. I hope you're all of you are doing fantastic as usual. I'm again really glad to see so many of you here again. So again, welcome to We Learn English with your English master teacher, Dheeraj Gabeja, and thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning into the video. All right. So I hope all of you are doing fantastic as usual. All right. So guys, tell me this. What's up? Are you all ready to rock the session with me? Can we rock it here? Congratulations for 13K subscribers. Thank you. We would want more, and thanks to you guys for this. There's one thing that is I really appreciate about all of you is your amazing enthusiasm for learning. Even though there have been challenging times we are going through, the kind of enthusiasm that you guys always show for learning is truly incredible. So you guys are nothing less than champions, yeah. So I have a new word for you, champs. How about that? Do you like this word, champs? So, my champs, are you ready to rock the topic with me? So, if you're ready to rock the topic, let's rock. Tell me, type it in the chat box. Let's rock. And yes, if you like this caption, whenever I look down here, I'm just simply uh, just keeping an eye on the chat. Okay. So if you like this new caption that is "Let's rock it," okay. So go and hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go and subscribe because we're going to rock all the topics here on this channel with We Learn English, and for that you need to subscribe. All right. Chalo, wonderful. So all of us are ready to rock here. Acha, by the way, you just noticed I used two phrases with you. So when I asked you, "Hey guys, what's up?" and when I told you, "Hey guys, let's rock it together." So these are the phrases that we use for smart conversations. When we use such words, we sound smart. Our conversations are really smart. So that's what the topic is. Top 10 phrases for smart conversations. Stay tuned and let's get started. All right. Introduction. Let's see what a phrase is. See, phrase is nothing but a group of words that work together to communicate an element of speech. Now, what is this element of speech? Element of speech just means a part of speech. Speech is our daily speech, our daily talks, and phrase is one part of it. They are very important because they allow you to communicate better through both written and spoken language. It is nothing but a group of words that make some incomplete sense on its own, but when it is combined with other words, it gives complete sense. That is what phrases are. So when I say let's rock, okay, when I say let's rock, or in a way, or by the way, this is a group of words which do not make complete sense on their own. But then when I use these words with other words, for example, let's rock the session, let's rock the topic together, that is when it gives you complete sense, right? So look at this here. A common confusion uh, between what a phrase and an idiom is. This is a clear explanation for this. So phrase is a group of words that gives you literal meaning as well, wherein an idiom is a group of words whose meaning cannot be deduced from the meaning of its individual words. Let's say phrase may, for example, when I say in a way, by the way, or let's rock, you somehow get the literal meaning as well. Literal meaning, the meaning from its words. But then when it comes to idiom, in the previous topic, last to last topic, we had done top 10 idioms. For example, a piece of cake, icing on the cake. In idioms, which are muhavras, they make complete sense. But the meaning of idioms cannot be deduced, that is, you cannot get the meaning from the meaning of its original words. See, I'll make it very simple for you guys. Let's take an example of an idiom. For example, a piece of cake or icing on the cake. Now look at the meaning of the icing on the cake. Icing is just the topping. Cake, of course, we all know, a favorite. Now the meaning of the individual words is completely different from the meaning what the idiom has to convey. So when I say the icing on the cake or raining cats and dogs, they give us complete meaning. Okay, and that's what it is called idiom. They are used for fancy English. They give us complete meaning, whereas a phrase does not give us a complete meaning. Okay, in a way, by the way, let's rock, they do not give us complete meaning. But then when these phrases are used with other words, that is when you get a complete meaning and you sound smart in your conversations. All right, so that's the basic difference between a phrase and an idiom. So do not misunderstand that phrases and idioms are synonymous. They are not synonymous. Phrase is a group of words without the subject, without the predicate, without any finite verb. Whereas idiom is a group of words that makes complete sense, but its meaning cannot be understood from the meaning of its original words because it is completely different from the meaning of its original words. So one great example of idiom is icing on the cake, and a phrase is, for example, on the way, by the way. These are phrases. Okay, and that's how it is different from idioms. All right, here makes sense. I hope this is crystal clear. Okay, so what are we going to discuss today? Let's discuss the top 10 phrases that can make your conversations smart and effective. I hope you're ready for this. Top 10 phrases that can make you sound smart and make your conversations effective. Chalo, let's rock it together. So first one is, how does that sound? This is itself a phrase. The phrase of the word sound. So when we say how does that sound, it is used to suggest an idea or plan. When you use this phrase, you want to know what others think about that idea. You have some idea, you have some plan, and now you want to know somebody's opinion about that idea or plan. So you use this phrase. Hey, how does that sound? You know what? I'm planning to buy a new car. How does it sound to you? Something like that. So look at the example. We could have dinner at 6 and then go to a movie. How does it sound? You know, the friend will be like, yes, of course, we're super excited. Look at the second example. Let's hire a band to play music and Brent can photograph the event. How does that sound? So you're mentioning your opinion कि चलो ठीक है एक बैंड को ऑर्डर करते हैं, बैंड को बुलाते हैं म्यूजिक के लिए और ब्रेंट किसी का नाम है, उसको फोटोग्राफी के लिए बुलाते हैं. आप बताओ कि तुम्हारा क्या इरादा है. ठीक है, you ask somebody. So tell me, how does it sound? All right. Now you tell me, how does this sound to you? Does it sound fantastic? Does it sound awesome? Does it sound stupendous? Tell me that one word. How does this topic sound to you? Or how do I sound to you? Yeah. Yeah. By the way, the word sound does not mean the literal noise, the literal sound here. Usually the meaning of the word sound, as we all know, some noise, somebody making some sound. But here, when we use this as a phrase, how does that sound? We are not talking about the sound here. See, we're not talking about the literal sound. What we are talking about is what is your opinion about it? So this phrase is used to find out somebody's opinion. What do you think about it? All right. So as for example, I'll give you an example. I'm planning to start academic topics on this channel soon. So how does that sound to you? I'm planning to start tenses, I'm planning to start vocabulary, I'm planning to start reported speech, etc., all those academic topics. So how does it sound to you? Okay, so here I'm not talking about the sound of it, the literal noise of it. I'm trying to know your opinion. Okay, that's how it is. I hope it sounds wonderful to all of you. Great, great, great. Chalo, the second one. Let's look at the second one. The second one is kind of an answer to the first one. Then you kind of respond, hey, that sounds great. And the word great can be replaced with words like awesome, perfect, excellent, or fantastic. This is what I just asked you, right? For example, hey, my mom is baking cookies this afternoon. We could go to my house and eat some. How does that sound? Then your greedy friend says, that sounds fantastic, because of course we all Most of us love cookies or maybe cakes and pastries, all of that. So that sounds fantastic. That sounds awesome. That sounds excellent. Okay. So this is what it is. So first one is how does that sound? And the answer to that is that sounds great. That sounds perfect. That sounds excellent. These, sorry, these are the adjectives we can use. Okay. Sounds good. चलो कैन यू थिंक ऑफ सम न्यू वर्ड विद दिस यहाँ पे तो चलो अपने पास ऑसम है परफेक्ट है एक्सीलेंट है फैंटास्टिक है कैन यू थिंक ऑफ सम न्यू वर्ड कम अप विद सम न्यू वर्ड हाउ डज इट साउंड I can come up with a word. It sounds stupendous to me, or fantabulous. Can you think of some word? Okay, Akansha has fantabulous. Wonderful. Sounds cool. Sounds brilliant. Marvelous. Okay, affable, fabulous, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great, great. Sounds cool. Yeah, mind blowing, mind blowing. Yeah. So these are the other words also. All the words that you've just listed. These are the other words we can use with this phrase. All right. Let's check the phrase number 3. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. See, when I use this such a phrase like never mind, when I use it just on its own, it gives you incomplete sense. Never mind, like what are you trying to say? It is incomplete, right? Never mind, क्या बोलना क्या चाहते हो? But then when I use this with other words, with other sentences, that is when it gives you complete sense. That is what a phrase is. That means it is used to urge someone not to worry. Urge someone, that is to tell somebody, to request somebody earnestly, hey, do not worry, I'm okay with it. For example, hey, A person asks, are you going to the grocery store today just to buy some grocery? The B person says, no, I'm not. Why? Do you need something? Then the A person says, oh, never mind. That's okay, never mind. It's okay, I'll go tomorrow. So that's how it is. Never mind. Hey, don't worry. Chill. You know, Vesa. So next time, if your friends are worried about something and they are kind of trying to give you the explanation or something, and you tell them, hey, chill, never mind, no problem, never mind. Okay, fantastic. Chalo, theek hai. Let's look at the fourth one. Didn't catch. Now, didn't catch something. Now, what it is used for? This is used when you don't hear something or you don't understand it. Let's say a part of something. Look at this example. I'm sorry, but I didn't catch the last 3 words you just said. Let's say you apologize to somebody. You missed some last 3 words of somebody's conversation. So you apologize and you say, hey, I'm sorry, but I didn't catch the last 3 words you just said. So didn't catch, that is मेरे पकड़ में नहीं आया वो, ठीक है? या तो मुझे सुनाई नहीं दिया, or I could not grasp it, I could not understand it. For example, could you teach me that concept again? I didn't catch it well last time when you taught it. You know, something like that. So, didn't catch something, don't catch something. Depends on the tense, of course. This is what we are using in the past tense. So, didn't catch is the fourth phrase that you can use in your daily talk. All right. So, let's talk about the fifth one. Is room for something. This is the phrase, room for. Now, it could be room for improvement, room for mistake, okay, or room for excellence, depends on the context. It is used to say that something is not good enough and we can do something to make it better. It could be made better. See, I still feel there is a lot of room for improvement in math subject. You know, for example, if mathematics is a challenging subject for somebody, for most of us, and then you're trying to struggle with marks, or maybe your marks are not up to the mark, and then you feel no, there is a lot of scope for improvement, a lot of room for improvement. So I still feel there is a lot of room for what? For improvement in that subject. So you're trying to say the marks that you currently score in mathematics subject is okay, kind of okay. It's not up to the mark. Is maybe good, but then you definitely wish to make it better. So there is always this room for improvement. Or if you want to say room for mistakes, if you want to use the phrase with mistakes, so you can use it something like this. There is no room for making mistakes in this project. Let's say you've taken up some project और वो project बहुत ज़्यादा important है. So you tell somebody, hey, we cannot make mistakes in this project. So there is no room for making mistakes in this project. Okay, so that's what it is. So you can use this room for improvement, room for mistake, room for excellence, room for learning. So that's how this phrase is used. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. Chalo, theek hai. I hope you guys liked all these five phrases, the five phrases that we have discussed so far. If you liked all of these, just go and hit the like button, leave your opinions in the comments, and tell us how useful you find these phrases. Okay, and of course, to continue this amazing learning, I would not really want that you miss any kind of learning on this channel. So make sure you have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, do it right now. Let's rock it and subscribe. चलो ठीक है. Next is in a moment. For example, I'll be with you in a moment. In a moment or in a minute. Okay, look at this here. So when someone wants to see you as in when someone wants to meet you can use this phrase if you need some more time to finish something first. Let's say you're busy with something or you're caught up with something and you want to ask the person to wait for some time. So you can replace the word moment with minute. It's like, I'll be with you in just a moment or in just a minute. All right. Look at the second one. Can I call you in a moment? I'm crossing the road right now. So this is how it is in a moment. So in a moment is a phrase in itself. See, it doesn't make complete sense on its own. When I simply say in a moment, try to understand this. When I simply say in a moment, okay, in a moment, it doesn't give you complete sense. But then when I say I'll be with you in a moment, okay, or I'll call you back in a moment, that is when it makes complete sense. That is why we call it a phrase, a group of words that do not make complete sense on its own. All right, sounds good. Wonderful. So let's check out the seventh one in a moment, right now. Okay, the seventh one is I am just about to. Just about to. So about to is a phrase again. So look at this here. When you're just going to start something very soon, you're just planning to start it, just about to start it. So you're just about to do something. Hey, I'm just about to send those letters. That's the first example. And second one is I'm about to go and pick up some coffee. Do you want something? Or do you want anything? Look at this here. So when you're just planning to begin your action, like you're all set, and maybe in just a second or two, you're planning to act. So I'm just about to do it. All right. So this is a phrase again. You're about to do something. Maybe you guys are about to study these days. Okay. Right, right. Chalo, theek hai. Eighth one. Let's look at the eighth one. If I were you, then I would have. That's how the phrase is. The actual phrase is this. If I were you, then what? This is actually used to uh, advise to somebody. See, look at this here. This phrase is a lot less practical. It is less practical. It is a lot more personal. Maybe you would say this when giving advice to friends or family. Something like this. If I were you, कि अगर मैं तू होता या अगर मैं तुम होते तुम्हारी जगह मैं होता, that's what it means here. अगर मैं तुम्हारी जगह होता, if I were you, I would talk to him about how I feel. Look at this here. So you're trying to give some advice. कि यार अगर मैं तू होता, yeah, if I were you, I would talk to him about how I feel. You don't do it. So maybe if I were at your place, if I were you, I would, I apostrophe D is I would, yeah, talk to him about how I feel. So this is how you can use if I were you, that is if I were in your place, or if I as a person was you. Okay, that's what this phrase means. So before we check out the last two phrases, there's ninth and the 10th one, I've got something for you. So you guessed it. What is that something? Can you guess it? I got something for you. Some surprise. Atharva has guessed it. Story. All right, perfect. So, once upon a time. All right, yeah, that's how the story begins, right? Once upon a time. somewhere in some kingdom, there was a huge kingdom, and the king of that kingdom suddenly was planning something very, very seriously. So while he was planning something very seriously, he got three questions in his mind, three very important questions in his mind. One is कि ये पूरे लाइफ में what is the most important time? Okay, he was just thinking कि हमारे लाइफ में सबसे important time क्या है? The time of childhood, the time of teenage, the time when you are an adult, or the time when you are old. So, what is that most important time? The second question he had was, who is the most important person in your life? Is it your family members, friends, relatives, your people whom you're working with, or who? And the third important question was, what is the most important activity, the most important thing or action to be done in life? So, person, and then time. The very first question was time. What is the most important time? Who is the most important person? And what is the most important action to be done? Okay. So he just kind of declared this in his kingdom, that if anybody would give him convincing answers to those three questions, he would kind of give them a reward. So what was those three questions? What is the most important time in life? Who is the most important person? And what is the most important thing to do in life? The most important action. And then scholars came, so-called Gyani people came, educated people, highly knowledgeable. They gave their own answers. Somebody said uh, uh, science is very important. Somebody said maths is very important. Somebody said knowledge is very important. And that was the response to the thing. And for person, somebody said your family is very important. Somebody said your kids are very important. Somebody said your people whom you work with, they are very important. And for time, somebody said the time when you're making money, the time when you're earning, the time when you're learning. So everybody gave their own opinions. But then this went on for a few months, okay, few weeks and few months. But the king was not satisfied with any answer. Those answers he got it from scholars, okay, very learned kind of educated people, Gyani people. But then he was not convinced by any of their answers. Okay. Then there was one sannyasi in the village, a hermit, okay, a sage, sannyasi, a hermit. You can call him a hermit or a sannyasi, okay, or just means a sage, okay. Now he was very popular, so that is finally the king called him to know his opinion. So he came to the king's palace and he gave him three brilliant answers to those important questions. So for to know what those answers are, stay tuned with me. If you're really excited to know uh, the what could be the brilliant answers to those three brilliant questions, three very important questions that I guess almost everybody at some point of time in our life we think about कि हमारे लाइफ में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट टाइम क्या है, हमारे लाइफ में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट पर्सन कौन है, और हमारे लाइफ में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट एक्टिविटी क्या है, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग दैट वी हैव टू डू. So he was convinced. He was amazingly convinced with Hermit's answer because the answers were to the point. The answers were amazing, something that the king was expecting, and he rewarded the hermit with some um good reward or money or something. Okay. Do you really want to know what those answers are? Okay, so to know those answers, stay tuned with me. All right, you gotta stay tuned with me. I'll tell you those answers. Trust me, those are the brilliant ones. Chalo, theek hai. Before that, let's check out the last two phrases. The ninth one is couldn't agree more. Now, couldn't agree more. You use this phrase when you mean to say that you completely agree. See, the phrase has these words: couldn't agree more. And when you say you couldn't agree more, you're trying to say that you completely agree. So, for example, a favorite cartoon series, Tom and Jerry. How many of you like Tom and Jerry? You still watch Tom and Jerry? I guess I'm a cartoon lover, so I like Tom and Jerry. So I've just taken that example. Suddenly, Tom says to Jerry, "I think we should stop fighting. We have been fighting from a very long time and become friends." Okay, and Jerry says, "Yes, I can't agree more." That means he completely agrees with Tom. He's like, बहुत लड़ लिया लाइफ में, अभी चलो दोस्ती कर लेते, ठीक है? That might not happen in the actual cartoon series, but then I'm just guessing here. I just made this example because Tom and Jerry is one of my favorite cartoon series. I'm sure most of you like Tom and Jerry. Okay, all right. चलो ठीक है. Couldn't agree more. So next time when you want to agree with somebody completely, you can use this. Couldn't agree more. Okay. Let's say you go home and your mom is like, "Hey, I'm planning to cook your favorite biryani in dinner. Would you like to have it?" Then your reply is, "Mom, I couldn't agree more with you." That means, of course, I completely agree with you, right? So that's how you can use this amazing phrase. All right. Let's check out the 10th and the last one. This is our personal favorite, that my caption for you guys. So you would know me for this. Let's rock it, or you rock, right? Like this is very, very informal. It is fun to use this phrase, but make sure that you're very comfortable with the person whom you're speaking to. For example, right now when I'm really comfortable to you, of course, we have to, we are more like teachers here, but then it's a matter of comfort zone that I share with you guys, because what I really appreciate about you guys is the kind of enthusiasm that you guys show for learning. So that naturally brings in the comfort zone. So I love using this caption with you guys. It is used to show excitement, like how excited I am. And of course, it is used to also praise somebody. Look at this example. Hey, we have met after ages, like after a long time. Let's rock together. Let's rock together. That is, let's rock at the party, or let's rock together, let's have some fun together, or let's just enjoy the company because we have met after a very long time. This usually happens when you meet your friends after a long time. Now, after this lockdown phase, when hopefully Corona situation will be completely fine, we all will use this. Let's rock it. Okay, when you meet your group of friends or relatives or anybody for after a long time. Look at the second one. Bro, trust me, you rocked the stage. Yeah, you rocked the stage. That means your performance on the stage was incredible. It could be maybe some dance performance, singing performance, or just anything. Trust me, you rocked the stage. Right? Yes, you nailed it. You rocked it. All right. I hope all of us have rocked the topic together. Have we rocked it? Okay. Chalo, theek hai. That was all about the top 10 phrases. But then, the three questions, the suspense of the story. All right. So thanks for watching these phrases, but then stay tuned. I'm sure you're going to like the video, as most of you found these phrases very useful. Everybody found these phrases very useful. Do not forget to share it with your near and dear ones, anybody and everybody in your contacts, because I told you this is not for some particular grade. Share it with everyone. Leave your valuable comments and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay, so that you do not miss such amazing learning. We have a lot of learning for in the upcoming videos. So I would not want that anybody misses this learning on this amazing channel of We Learn English. Okay. But wait. Before we sign off, the three questions. Okay, the three answers. Number one, Hermit says, the most important time in your life is the present time. That is right now. Because both the past and the future are not the living realities. Of course, we have to use the past, which is in our memory now, and we have to use the future, which is basically imagination. Future is nothing but imagination, it doesn't really exist. So, both are not the living realities. The only 100% control that you have, the only time that you have 100% control over is right now. So, the present time, the present moment is the most important time. Who's the most important person? Whomever you are with in the present moment. For example, right now I'm with you guys. So all of you are the most important people in my life right now. Let's say if I be with you for next 15 minutes, example. So for the next 15 minutes, you are the most important person, people in my life. And what is the most important thing? That I do something good to you. I do something amazing to you guys. That is keeping a feeling of humanity on. Yes, we have to compete in life, we have to achieve our goals, we have to follow our passion, we have to follow our hobbies, everything, all that goes on without saying. But what matters the most is, before you are before you become anything in life, you are a human being first. So keeping that humanity factor on. So remember, the most important time is right now, present moment. So live the present moment to the fullest. because there is nothing called past, there's nothing called future. It is all in the mind. Past is just memory, future is just imagination. Both are not the living realities. The only living reality, the 100% control that we have is right now. So present time. And most important people, anybody whom you're with in that present time is the most important person. It could be you with your parents, the parents are the most important person. If you're with your teachers, the teachers are the most important person. If you're with your friends for that particular time, your friends are the most important people in your life. And the last one, the most important thing that we do for that particular time is to do something good to that person. Something good. Something good, that is, you can help the person, you can be a well wisher for that person, you can just perform some good deeds. That is how we can make this place, a world, a society, a wonderful place to be in. So before we become anything, trust me, we have to make sure that we keep our humanity on. All right. So that was a beautiful message from the story. I hope all of you liked it. If you liked it, go and subscribe to the channel. All right. So that's it. I'm signing off for today. Until next time. Till then, bye bye. Take care.